KitKat used to be simple, just chocolate and wafer. You always knew what to expect with each snap. But over time, things changed. Suddenly, it wasn't just the classic flavor anymore. There were green tea, cheesecake, even sake versions. So, how is KitKat actually made in a factory? Let's find out. KitKat, the chocolate-covered wafer bar, has a history as layered as the wafers inside. It all started in 1935 in the UK, when Rowntree's, a popular candy company, decided to create a snack for the working class. After the Great Depression, they wanted to make an affordable treat for people who needed a quick snack during their busy days. The first KitKat was a simple chocolate-covered wafer bar called Rowntree's Chocolate Crisp. It wasn't fancy, but it offered the perfect mix of crunch and sweetness. In 1937, the simple chocolate crisp got a makeover. It changed its name to KitKat, a name that stuck for decades and is now linked to taking a break. The origin of the name is unclear. Some believe it came from the KitKat Club, a famous group of political and artistic figures in London in the late 1600s and early 1700s, known for their lively conversations. Others think it was inspired by a 19th century pie called KitKat that was popular in London. Whether from the club or the pie, the name became a symbol of relaxation and the perfect snack break. In the 1940s, KitKat became even more important. During World War II, it became a valuable snack for soldiers. With its wafer filling, it was easy to pack, portable, and lasted a long time, making it perfect for soldiers on the go. KitKat bars became so popular that they were seen as the go-to snack for a quick break during the chaos of war. The simple design provided comfort, and soldiers came to rely on KitKat as their official break treat. After all, everyone needs a moment of chocolatey relief, especially during tough times. After the war, KitKat grew into a global favorite. What started as a popular treat in the UK quickly spread to other parts of the world. By the 1970s, KitKat had reached the United States, where it became one of the country's top candy bars. However, it was in Japan where KitKat truly became a sensation, loved not just for its taste, but for its variety. Japan has introduced over 300 unique flavors, from green tea matcha and sweet potato to sake and wasabi. Don't worry, the classic chocolate and wafer flavor is still available, no matter where you are. The "Have a break, have a KitKat" slogan quickly became a catchy message for snack time all over the world. People didn't just eat KitKats, they took a break with them. It seemed like the company had mastered the idea of taking 5. Whenever life got too busy, it became clear that there was always time for a KitKat. The slogan made KitKat the go-to snack for a moment of peace and relaxation. It wasn't just a candy, it became a reminder to pause and enjoy a little sweetness during a hectic day. Today, KitKat has gone from a simple snack for British workers to a global favorite, enjoyed by millions all over the world. Its design, with layers of wafer covered in rich chocolate, has made it one of the most recognizable snacks ever. People have embraced the idea of taking a break, and the brand has become a symbol of taking a moment to relax and treat yourself. So, the next time you break off a piece of KitKat, remember, you're not just eating chocolate and wafers, you're enjoying a bit of history. Enough history lessons. Let's unwrap the magic and take a look inside the factory. The process of making a KitKat starts with choosing the best ingredients. Nestle, which bought Rowntree's in 1988, focuses on sourcing ingredients in an ethical and sustainable way. The key ingredient in KitKat is cocoa, and Nestle is committed to responsible cocoa sourcing through its Nestle Cocoa Plan. This plan aims to improve the lives of cocoa farmers, help them farm better, and address environmental issues. It also works to create better working conditions for farmers, especially in areas where child labor has been a concern. Cocoa beans are picked from cacao trees and then fermented to develop their flavor. After fermentation, the beans are dried, cleaned, and sent to factories where they are roasted to bring out their flavor. Roasting is a crucial step that turns the raw beans into cocoa mass, which is used to make chocolate. Nestle works closely with cocoa farmers and cooperatives to ensure the cocoa is high quality and to reduce the impact of cocoa farming on the environment. They promote shade-grown cocoa farming to protect wildlife, keep soil healthy, and reduce deforestation. Sugar is another key ingredient in KitKat that helps give it its sweet taste and smooth texture. It comes from both sugar cane and sugar beets, which are mainly grown in tropical and temperate areas. Nestle is aware of the environmental impact of sugar production and is working to reduce water use and encourage more sustainable farming practices. The company aims to meet the growing demand for sugar while also addressing environmental and social concerns. Milk powder is another important ingredient that gives KitKat its creamy chocolate coating. Nestle gets its milk powder from dairy farms, which is then mixed with cocoa mass and sugar to make the chocolate. The quality of the milk powder is key to getting the smooth texture KitKat is known for. Nestle also focuses on responsible dairy sourcing, making sure animal welfare and environmental sustainability are a priority. The company combines ethical sourcing with a commitment to keeping the product high quality in making KitKat bars. The crunchy wafer in every KitKat bar is key to its unique texture and how it feels when you eat it. To make the wafer, dough is prepared by mixing wheat flour with sugar, fats, and starch. The quality of the flour is important because it affects the wafer's final texture. High-quality wheat flour is chosen because it bakes to a light and crispy texture. Large machines mix the dough to make sure all the ingredients are evenly combined before moving on to the next step. Once the dough is ready, it is rolled through machines that flatten it into thin sheets. The thickness of these sheets is important for getting the right texture in the wafer. If the dough is too thin, it can become too brittle when baked. If it's too thick, it won't be crispy enough. The dough needs to stay flexible to bake evenly. The rollers make sure all the wafers are the same size and texture. This careful control of thickness ensures that each wafer bakes evenly and becomes perfectly crispy. After the dough is rolled into thin sheets, it is moved to ovens to bake. The oven temperature and baking time are carefully watched to make sure the wafers get the right crunch. If the wafers are underbaked, they will be too soft. If overbaked, they can become too hard and lose their crispiness. The baking process is tricky, needing just the right amount of time for the wafers to crisp up without drying out. The temperature and timing are adjusted to make sure the wafers stay crispy throughout. After baking, the wafers are cooled to room temperature. This step is important because it helps the wafers harden and stay stable. If they're not cooled properly, they might become soft and lose their crunch when stacked with the other layers of wafer and chocolate. Once cooled, the wafers are cut into evenly sized pieces. These pieces are then ready to be layered with chocolate to form the classic KitKat bar. Handling the wafers carefully at every stage helps them keep their crisp texture and be an important part of the final product. The chocolate coating gives KitKat its unique flavor and smooth finish. It starts with selecting good cocoa beans, which are cleaned and roasted to bring out their best taste. Roasting is important because it affects the flavor and texture of the chocolate. The beans are roasted at just the right temperature to unlock their full flavor. After roasting, the beans are cracked open and the nibs are removed from the shell. These nibs are then ground into cocoa mass, which is used to make the chocolate. The cocoa mass is mixed with other ingredients like cocoa butter, milk powder, and sugar. Together, they make the smooth, rich chocolate that will coat the wafers. The chocolate is then refined in a conching machine, which stirs the mixture for hours at a controlled temperature. This process, helps make the chocolate smoother by breaking down the cocoa particles and allows it to develop its full flavor. Conching can take up to 24 hours, depending on how thick or smooth the chocolate needs to be. After the chocolate is conched, it is tempered to get the right texture. Tempering means heating and cooling the chocolate to specific temperatures so it hardens evenly and has a smooth, shiny look. This also helps the chocolate have a nice snap when you break a KitKat bar. Without proper tempering, the chocolate might not set properly and could look dull or crumbly. Once tempered, the chocolate is ready to coat the wafers. Enrobing is when the wafers are covered with smooth, shiny chocolate. The wafers are carefully passed through a flow of chocolate, ensuring they are evenly coated. After that, the chocolate is cooled in tunnels to harden and create the glossy surface on each KitKat. By carefully controlling the temperature and time, the chocolate stays firm and shiny, perfectly matching the crispy wafers inside. The process of putting together KitKat bars starts after the wafers are coated with chocolate. The next step is to stack the wafers into the familiar shape of a KitKat bar. Each layer of wafer is placed carefully to create a smooth and even bar. This is done to make sure the bars have the right texture when you bite into them. Thin layers of chocolate are placed between the wafer layers to hold everything together. This layering technique ensures each bite has a balanced mix of wafer and chocolate. The wafers are cut into exact pieces to make sure each bar is the right size for packaging and shipping. Sharp automated machines do the cutting to ensure every KitKat bar is cut perfectly. This helps with packaging and branding. The size and shape of the bar are important because they make KitKat easily recognizable to people around the world. The cutting process also makes sure the bars fit properly into their wrappers. After the bars are cut, they move down the production line to the wrapping stations. Wrapping is important to keep the KitKat bars fresh and high quality. Each bar is wrapped in a foil layer to protect it from moisture, air, and dirt, which helps keep the chocolate and wafer fresh. The outer wrap has bright, attention-grabbing packaging with the KitKat logo. The packaging is important because it makes the bars look appealing and easy to recognize. After wrapping, the KitKat bars are checked for any mistakes or damage. Quality control ensures that each bar looks good and is fresh. Any faulty bars are removed from the line. The finished bars are then packed into big boxes and prepared for shipping to stores around the world. The packaging helps keep each KitKat bar in perfect condition until it reaches the shelves. Once the KitKat bars are completely made and checked, the packaging process starts. This step is important to keep each bar fresh and in good condition. To protect the product, each KitKat bar is wrapped in a foil layer that blocks out air, moisture, and dirt, which could affect the taste or texture. The foil helps keep the chocolate smooth and the wafer crunchy. After the foil wrap, each bar is placed in an outer package with the bright and well-known KitKat logo. This packaging not only keeps the product fresh, but also catches the attention of shoppers. Its colorful and attractive design helps the product stand out on busy store shelves, making it easy for people to find. The packaging also serves an important purpose in labeling, making sure key details like nutritional facts, ingredients, and expiration dates are easy to read. This helps meet rules and gives shoppers the information they need to make smart choices. The outer packaging is printed with care to keep the KitKat brand looking strong and easy to recognize. This focus on packaging design and labeling is important for maintaining KitKat's brand image around the world. Once wrapped, the bars are packed into big cartons to be transported to distribution centers. In the final steps, the cartons are checked for any damage before being loaded onto trucks, planes, or ships for delivery. This makes sure the KitKat bars arrive in perfect condition. The packaging is key to protecting the bars during transport, stopping any damage that might happen while handling or shipping. Since the first thing a customer notices is the packaging, it's an important part of KitKat's success. The attention given to packaging ensures the product looks fresh and inviting when it arrives, keeping the brand's promise of quality. Quality control is an important part of making KitKat bars. During the production process, the bars are tested at different stages to make sure they meet the brand's high standards. One of the first checks happens after the dough for the wafers is mixed. Samples of the dough are tested for texture, smoothness, and flexibility. If the dough is too stiff or too soft, it can change the final texture of the wafer. Getting the dough just right is important for achieving the perfect crispness when baked, so it's carefully tested. After the wafers are baked, they are tested again to make sure they are crispy enough. Special tools are used to check the texture and make sure the wafers have the right crunch. The chocolate coating is also checked for even thickness and smoothness. The texture of the chocolate is tested to make sure it goes well with the wafers and has the right sweetness and flavor. If any bar doesn't pass these tests, it is taken off the production line. After the KitKat bars are put together, they are visually inspected to make sure they have no defects. This includes looking for any cracks or air bubbles in the chocolate coating and making sure the wafer layers are in the right place. Bars that don't meet the standards are thrown away. The bars are also tested for taste and smell. Experts do blind taste tests to check the chocolate's flavor, making sure it has the right balance of sweetness, bitterness, and creaminess. Finally, before the KitKat bars are packaged, each one is weighed to make sure it meets the correct weight. The packaging materials are also checked for any defects. Proper sealing and labeling are important to keep the bars fresh and maintain the brand's quality. By following strict quality checks at every step of production, KitKat makes sure that every bar that reaches the consumer is of the best possible quality. Once KitKat bars pass all quality checks, they are ready to be shipped to stores worldwide. The distribution process is carefully planned to ensure the bars arrive fresh and on time. After packaging, KitKat bars are packed into large shipping cartons and sent to distribution centers. From there, they are moved to regional warehouses where they are stored in the best conditions to keep the product quality. Nestle uses a worldwide distribution system to get KitKat bars to stores quickly. Depending on where they are going, KitKat bars may be shipped by truck, plane, or ship. Trucks are typically used for local deliveries to supermarkets, while international shipments rely on a mix of air and sea transport to handle large amounts of product. This system must be well organized to make sure KitKat bars are available in the right places when needed. Warehouses and distribution centers are important for managing the supply chain. These facilities are placed in key areas to make sure KitKat bars are available to stores around the world. Nestle uses tracking systems to keep an eye on stock levels, making sure products are restocked on time and that stores don't run out. The products are also stored in climate-controlled spaces to keep the bars fresh and protect them from temperature changes. When KitKat bars arrive at stores, they are unpacked, placed on shelves, and ready for sale. KitKat is available in many supermarkets, convenience stores, and vending machines, making it easy for people to find their favorite snack. The distribution process doesn't end when the product hits the shelves. It continues with managing stock, handling busy seasons, and making sure the bars stay fresh and in stock. KitKat's worldwide availability and reliable system make it a go-to snack for people everywhere. KitKat is popular because of its simple but delicious mix of crunchy wafers and smooth chocolate, offering a perfect balance of textures and flavors that people love. Its bite-sized pieces make it a great snack for quick breaks, and it's enjoyed by people of all ages. The product's steady quality over the years helps make KitKat a trusted choice for many. KitKat's smart popular across generations. KitKat has kept its popularity by constantly introducing new flavors, especially in places like Japan, where over 300 different varieties have been released, including matcha and sake. This ability to try new flavors based on local preferences has kept KitKat interesting and fun, while still keeping the classic taste that people love. KitKat's focus on sustainability and ethically sourcing ingredients like cocoa has made it more attractive to today's environmentally aware shoppers. By following responsible production practices, KitKat has secured its success and relevance in a changing market. Its mix of tradition, new ideas, and ethical values makes it a favorite snack that will continue to be loved worldwide for many years. Now that you've got the inside scoop on KitKat, we've got to ask, what's your go-to KitKat flavor? Do you stick with the classic or love trying the unique ones? Let us know in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more delicious breakdowns. See you next time.